I'd like to show you a few things about comments in memoQ and how this can be particularly useful in your projects. Here I notice that there's a mistake in my source text. This word here is spelled wrong. So I'm going to make a note. I can create a comment by double-clicking on the speech bubble or by pressing Control-M. This brings up a comment window and I can simply enter the information there. And there are different categories that you can assign to comments. I usually don't bother with this, but you can do this if you want to mark out particular types of errors in an online project. Click OK, and you'll notice that the speech bubble is now a darker color. Now there's another way that you can leave comments, and that is by highlighting the text and here you'll notice that this applies to the selected source text. And I'm going to leave this comment in German. Click OK. And then down below I'm going to leave another comment. And then I'm going to add a second comment. And in this one I'm going to insert a special code. Click OK. That @PM code is my personal code for a comment that is intended for the project manager. And now I'm going to add a third comment to the same segment. This time I'm going to use the code that I use for customer comments. My customer doesn't understand any English, so I'm going to leave the comment in German. Okay, now I would like to create an export with a list of all of my comments. I'm going to select all of the files that I've translated in this project, and then click Create View. I'll let it close the open document. And I'll call that All Comments. Click the Advanced Options and go to the Status tab. And on the Status tab, if I mark the checkbox for commented segments, then all of the segments with comments will be included in this view. Okay, we notice that we have 13 comments altogether. Let's have a look at some of those. By moving the mouse over the speech bubble, we can see what the comments are in the tooltips. Here I have a comment about an acronym. Another comment to myself. A comment to the PM. Okay. Now I would like to create a filtered list of comments just intended for the PM. To do this, I go back to the Documents, click Create View once more, name my view, and click Advanced Options once more. And this time, instead of going to the Status tab, I'll go to the tab that says Comment and Tags. And here, in the field marked Comment Contains, I will enter the code that I use for the project manager. Click OK. And here, I only have 6 segments. So I have 6 segments that contain comments specifically for the project manager. Now I'd like to do the same for the customer. I return to Documents, click Create View once more, click Advanced Options, and back to the Comment and Tags tab. And here I enter the code for the customer. Click OK. And I see that I have 7 comments intended for the customer. Now I can export these comments in a bilingual RTF file to make it convenient for the customer to read them. So I click Export Bilingual, select 2-column RTF, click Next. I don't need to give the customer any information about the segment status, so I'll deselect that and click Export. Click Save. And I'm going to adjust the column widths to make the text and the comments a little bit easier to read. And here I can see all of the comments in the comment column. And here are the customer comments that I entered. In the segments where there are other comments, these will be exported as well. If they're not intended for the customer, it's a good idea to select them and delete them. And after a little bit more editing, these comments will be ready to be sent to the customer.